Okay, so quick update. Some time has passed. We didn't get Tyler's haircut because the line was too long. But now we're just kind of doing a little date night, doing some sushi. We're at a Japanese place doing some sake testing because we've really been wanting to do this for a while. And trying some sake. And there's a little grocery store here. So we'll take you along with us and kind of show you what we're getting. What's the name of the place that we're at?
Like Waguya?
Waguya? I don't know. I'll put a link to the website down below if anybody wants to check it out, but...
If we remember.
But yeah, we'll take you with us. Have some nice variety here. This way we'll remember to. So this is what we're planning on getting. This one right here. You can't see it. But that one. Interesting. Ooh, a chestnut ale? That sounds really good.
Interesting.
Yeah, they've got some really cool options for sure. Very cool.
Give us all your money!
Yeah, that's basically what we look like. But we went inside the little grocery store type thing and we got some ideas of the kind of wines that we want to buy. So whenever we leave, we'll show like a little haul of the type of stuff that we get. And some of it we're going to try in the restaurant. So we'll get to know how that tastes.
We'll see if we like sake. If we think sake is disgusting, we probably won't buy any bottles of it.
Yeah, because we bought a sake before from like the World Market.
We bought a plum wine before.
It was a plum wine, but we thought it was sake, didn't we?
They
Wasn't
had
that
it
the whole
misbranded.
reason?
Yeah, we thought it was sake because it was with the sake, but really we were just in the Japanese drink section.
Yeah.
And it was a plum wine, which is different than sake.
And it was not good.
It's made from plums, where sake is made from rice.
Yeah, and you would think it'd be good because plums are good. But no, it tasted like medicine. It was so nasty. But anyway, so now we're waiting because the place doesn't open up until 5. So we went in to like get kind of a look and see what they had and see like, you know, if we liked any of the options. Because we did a whole lot of research today on sake. Like we basically spent 3 hours researching sake.
3 hours. It was like an hour and a half.
I'm pretty sure it was at least 2 hours of watching YouTube videos and it was a while.
It was like an hour and a half. We're not that bad.
I don't know.
We're bad.
I don't know. But anyways, so like we kind of know what to look for and what tastes good and what doesn't and like what the different types are. So we feel prepared and now we just need to find out if we actually like it or not.
Yep.
But we're just waiting for it to open. So there's your new update. Okay, we got our sake. Tyler's got his sake, which is warm. And now we're going to try it. Or Tyler's going to try it. So zoomed in on your face. Interesting?
Interesting.
Okay. I thought this was interesting. They showed this on the back. And it even tells you like what type it is. Pretty cool. Yep. So I got the dragon's mouth, which came with them lighting it on fire at our table, which was really cool. And Tyler got the crunchy roll number 14.
14th Street Crunch Roll.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're back home now, and that was a pretty successful trip.
Yeah. So I don't like sushi. Let's put that out there. But the sushis that we got, I didn't mind. I would not order them myself, but if Erica was really craving sushi and wanted to go do sushi, I would be able to eat something there.
I mean, he asked for a second one of my sushi rolls, if that shows you how much he actually enjoyed it.
Like, it wasn't as good as, like, a burger.
Well, I mean, no, it's a different taste palette.
Right, and I'm not a fan of the taste palette, but there was stuff that I didn't mind.
Yeah.
So,
and, like, they even have, like, ramen and stuff there, which I think we're actually going to go back for and try their, like, ramen bar or go to a ramen bar or something like that. But they definitely have, like, other options that are for people who My pocket's all messed up.
I was putting my hand in it.
Oh.
That's why it was all messed up.
I thought that you were trying to fix it.
No, I was putting my hand in it.
But anyway, so they have a bunch of variety and all that
Right.
stuff. And maybe if we go back, we'll try and show that again. I think I would rather go back for like a lunch type thing though if we went back again.
I agree.
I think that might be better. Kind of more of a different atmosphere. But
Yeah.
highly recommend. I think it's a good starter place if you don't know a lot about sushi and you don't know a lot about sake. And our problem was like sake because I kind of know sushi. I've eaten sushi my whole life. And it's a really good sushi at a really good price. And it's a good place to like start out with sake because it's not super formal. You're not expected to know everything. So I think if you just kind of want to try some stuff, it's a good place to go. And then they have the
Right.
grocery store downstairs, so
Right.
you can buy,
Buy
further
what you
things.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about sake now, guys. So I got their Waguya.
House, I would call it like a house sake, maybe.
Yeah, it was like their house sake. It was
that what
like
you
the name
call
of the
it?
restaurant was the name of the sake.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know how to pronounce these things, so I'm just gonna give it my best.
Please
it was like,
forgive us.
It was like a Junmai sake because we went downstairs and we ended up looking at it. It was a 15% like alcohol content, and it was a Junmai sake, and we didn't like it. We had it warmed, which was how it's traditionally done. So like they put it in like the little pitcher and they give us the little cups, which we were a fan of. We love
I
that.
love the
we love that
cups.
process.
Yeah.
But the taste of that sake was not good.
It was not good at all.
Yeah, we did not enjoy that. It tasted like vodka, like the alcohol taste that vodka has, but without like the harshness of a vodka. Sake is supposed to be like a rice wine, and I didn't get any hints of wine in what I was drinking from that house type stuff. Erica, on the other hand, ended up getting.
We brought it home.
We brought it home. This little bugger, and it's a Junmai Nigori. So, and it says on the sweetness scale, it is sweet and on the heavy side. And what I understand from this is it's still a rice wine, and instead of straining out all of like the rice particulates, they leave it in there so it's cloudy. And that's what the Nigori means.
Yeah, and also, do you want to explain the that they don't add?
Oh yeah, so there's different kinds of sake, and you can.
We have our bar book here just to like make sure that we're getting the facts right and telling you guys right, in case if you want to look it up. And we did a lot of research on this today.
Right. A Junmai is supposed to be they just do the rice, they don't add any extra alcohol to it, and then you've got the. Right. Okay. So the Junmai, just rice, no alcohol, and it is like the lowest kind of like quality type deal. Then you got the Honjozo, which is a little bit better, but they add alcohol to it. Then you've got the Ginjo, which is even more high quality, but they still add alcohol taste to it. Then you've got the Daiginjo, which is apparently the highest quality.
Everybody says to get this one.
Which they don't add any like extra alcohol to, and it's just the rice quality, but it's like the highest
it's got only
quality.
there's the whole thing with like the layers of the rice, and so
how much of the outside they polish off of it.
Right. So the more they polish off of it, I think the better it's supposed to taste.
Right. That's the higher quality.
Right. And so that's how the Dijonju is like they polish off at least 50% of it, and that's what makes it the Dijonju.
Right. So this is the Junmai, so it's just pure sake, no extra alcohol, and then it's the Nigori, which is a sweet unfiltered sake that still has like the rice type stuff in it, which are bits of rice that make it cloudy. So anyway, that's what this is, and we liked it because it still had an alcohol taste, don't get me wrong.
Like a hint
on the back
end. So
right.
not like straight alcohol, know?
Right.
It was kind of like, you're drinking alcohol, but it's not like in your face.
Right. But it had like a sweetness to it that was more similar to like what you would get in like a wine type deal. So anyway, this was pretty good. Might get it again someday.
I mean, considering I don't think that it was super, super expensive, so I think I would get it again considering the price and considering it wasn't that bad. It's kind of like drinking Bud Light, It's not like the best, but it's cheap, so you drink it.
Yeah. So anyway, and then we went downstairs and we were browsing the shelves. And that's what we learned about the stuff that I got, because mine didn't come in like a little bottle like hers. It was just in the jug. So we didn't know actually what it was.
Right.
That's what we learned about mine.
Because we got it warmed, it didn't come in the container like mine did. It came in like the sake set with the little pourer. So.
Which we were a fan of.
Yes, I'm buying one.
But anyway, so we went downstairs and we ended up deciding we were going to get one type of sake thing for just display on our bar.
For display only.
For display only. So that's what this is.
Because we don't think that this is going to taste good.
That's what this is.
Can you tell that he had the drink that had more alcohol percentage?
I literally had to take it like shots.
He did. I wish I could have filmed the whole thing.
It was like shots of vodka. But anyway, so let's discuss what this one is. This is the Nihojin no Wasu Ramono.
Please forgive our speaking.
Right. It is Forgotten Japanese Spirit. It is a Junmai, so the lowest quality type deal, but it's supposedly you don't add any extra alcohol into it. It is 16% alcohol by volume, which is pretty high. Sake is usually around 15%, 15 to 16%. So this is like on the upper end of sake. And it is actually imported from Japan.
Oh, and quick side note, this was 10% alcohol.
That was 10%.
I don't think we talked about that.
No. But, so anyway, and it says that this is a special reserve. So, I mean, exclusively imported.
I don't know.
So, it seems like it might be fancy. It was on the cheaper end of what they had in there, but it looked cool, so we got it.
Yeah, and because I like stuff that can go on the bar that can look nice, and it's something that can be drunk if people want to drink it, but like, I kind of just like it for the looks, and so I kind of just wanted to sit there. But like, if somebody came over and was like, hey, can I try that? You can. That's okay. I won't tell you no.
And then, because this was kind of like our Valentine's Day date night, because we're going to be in Oklahoma for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We decided to get a little bit of a fancier one. Like a fancy bottle of wine is what we were thinking of, but it's going to be sake instead, and we're going to see how it tastes, right? So we got this puppy.
Oh no, the light's on it.
No, it's not going to focus. But anyway, this was down at the bottom, and it had a special label on it. It was like a gold label type deal. It was probably twice the price of the other one, plus a little bit.
Stuck on there. That was taped. I was going to see if I took like the wrap off. I don't know. I'll try.
It came with its own special wrap.
Yeah. So if you can see it, I will try and show you like an up close in a minute.
Right.
Or we'll like insert it. I'll just insert a picture. That might be easier.
There we go. But anyway, so we got this one, and it had like a little like note next to it that said this was like going to be like one of the best ones they had in the store, and it's the Junmai Daiginjo. So it's just the rice, and it's like of the highest quality type of the types of sake that you can get. And then while we were checking out, the lady that worked there is like, everyone loves this. People come into the store just to get what you just bought, and like they put it like on their top shelf, and like this is what they go to for like special occasion type stuff. And I mean, it looks like it could be pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's 15%. So like the stuff that I got in the restaurant, but we're hoping that it's going to taste better because
it's the good kind.
It's the high quality type stuff. So I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
But this one is, once again, from Japan. It's imported from a special Japanese brewery. So we're going to see how it tastes. We're probably going to drink some of this tonight. We don't have our special Japanese cups, but we'll put it in like little shot glasses.
Yeah.
And we'll have some of this tonight, and we'll let you guys know how it tastes.
Yeah.
But
and normally you don't take them like shots though, in case if people like don't know, you just kind of like sip on it.
Yeah,
but like
it's like a sipping, but
it's
in
like
the size
little
of a
tiny,
shot glass.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So you don't take it like shots.
No, don't take it like shots, but it is
Unless
kind
it
of
tastes
like a
really
little
bad.
shot glass. Unless it tastes like vodka, in which case
you just take it like a shot.
take shots.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was our sake experience and our sake journey. This is kind of like what we've learned about it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a fan of like the ceremonial aspect of it, like
yes.
pouring it into like the little pitcher and then like pouring it into like the little special shot glasses, I think is super cool. Definitely better than just pouring it straight from the bottle into shot glasses.
Yeah. So
that's
pouring
like,
it in like their little cups.
Right. Pour it into like the little earthenware shot glasses. So I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of the sake that you got.
Yes.
Was not a fan of the sake that I got.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah. Overall, pretty good. Once we if we find a little sake set that we like and want to get, and I think once we order it, I think it'd be fun to do another video like this where we kind of drink it and do everything, a little fun thing.
Maybe we'll do more in-depth detail on what sake actually is, how it's made, and the different types of it.
I think that'd be fun.
As we take shots of sake from the actual...
But yeah, it was a really cool experience. I'm glad that we did it. We've been wanting to do something like this for a while and trying sake, so I'm glad that we got to do it. We kind of know some stuff now, and yeah, I'm excited. But
we'll let you know how this tastes.
Yes.
In a minute.
All right, catch you in a minute.
So, we just took a sip, and it's definitely better than what I had in the restaurant. With that being said, it still smells like vodka.
Yeah.
But the taste, you still get that alcohol taste to it.
Yeah.
But it isn't as strong or as
it has a little. It doesn't taste like straight alcohol. There's a hint of sweetness to it.
Right, there is definitely a hint of sweetness to it, which I appreciate, which softens the alcohol taste of it.
Yeah, so it doesn't taste like you're drinking just straight alcohol. So it makes it taste a little bit better.
Right, it's like a vodka, but it's less pungent of a vodka taste.
Yeah,
it's I don't like drinking straight vodka. I'm not a fan.
Right.
I could drink this straight.
Yeah.
It has enough of a sweetness to it, and it maybe watered down type vodka to it. But yeah, I could drink this straight. I couldn't drink vodka straight.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it is.
That's about how I feel.
Yeah.
I think I would try this type again, but maybe try it with the lesser alcohol percentage, because I think that whenever you get to the 15, I think it's just too much alcohol for the taste of it. But I think that this would be good in something like a Bloody Mary or one of the mixed as a mixer.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get hated on for saying it.
I know.
But it would probably taste good.
I also think it would taste better in the little cups.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think having the authentic
better in the
taste.
cups than in our whiskey cups.
Yeah.
So
but all in all, it's not too bad. I think it's a good experience. I'm glad that we tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's going to be, because we're tasting it warm-ish, room temperature. So
right.
I'm curious as to how it's going to taste whenever it's cold.
Chilled.
And chilled,
And I agree. It'll probably taste better chilled.
Yeah, and also I recommend, swirling it just, a little bit. It kind of makes it, I think, mixes it up a little bit. I noticed a difference whenever I swirled it versus whenever I didn't swirl it.
Yep.
But all in all,
anyhow,
really good date night. Really glad that we tried some sushi, or not some sushi, some sake. I'm glad that we had sushi too, though. But that being said, we'll see you all next time.
Later, guys.